They stepped into the spotlight, ready to perform, unaware it would be their final act. Across music, sports, and entertainment, some of the world's most beloved performers died right in front of audiences, live on stage or on camera. The shocking part? In many of these moments, no one realized what had just happened. From unexpected collapses to terrifying stunts gone wrong, these stories remind us how unpredictable, and sometimes tragic, the world of live performance can be. Tommy Cooper was a master of blending comedy with chaos. On April 15, 1984, during a live TV performance, he collapsed mid-act. The audience laughed, thinking it was part of the show, until the curtain dropped and the reality hit. He had suffered a fatal heart attack. Dick Shawn, the eccentric comedian known for unpredictable humor, died mid-routine on April 17, 1987. While joking about politicians, he suddenly collapsed. The crowd applauded, unaware he'd suffered a heart attack. Paramedics arrived too late. Colonel Bruce Hampton, a pioneer in the jam band world, collapsed during his 70th birthday concert in 2017. Slumping beside a speaker, fans and musicians thought it was just another quirky bit, until he stopped moving. He died shortly after, surrounded by friends and fans. Valencia Prime, a rising star in Philadelphia's drag scene, passed out on stage during her showcase in 2022. Known for her vibrant energy, her sudden collapse stunned the crowd. Despite efforts to revive her, she was declared dead from heart-related issues. Tiny Tim, the ukulele-playing icon famous for Tiptoe Through the Tulips, died in 1996 during a live performance. He'd had health issues before, but insisted on performing. Mid-song, he collapsed and never recovered, ending a career that was as strange as it was unforgettable. Steve Irwin, known worldwide as the Crocodile Hunter, was filming a documentary in 2006 when he was fatally struck in the chest by a stingray's barb. Despite rapid efforts by his team, Irwin died on the boat, his final moments recorded but never released out of respect for his family. Christina Grimmie, a talented singer and former The Voice contestant, was signing autographs after a show in 2016 when she was shot by a deranged fan. Her brother tackled the gunman, but Christina later died from her injuries, sending shockwaves through the music world. Dimebag Darrell, the legendary guitarist of Pantera and Damage Plan, was killed on stage in 2004 when an armed fan stormed a club in Columbus, Ohio. The shooter opened fire during the performance, taking multiple lives before being stopped by police. Juan Jumalon, a Filipino radio host, was broadcasting live on Facebook in 2023 when two men entered his studio. One shot him twice on air while the stream was still rolling. Viewers watching were horrified, witnessing a real-time assassination of a beloved entertainer. Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, was filming a scene for The Crow in 1993 when a prop gun malfunctioned and fired a real bullet fragment. He was hit in the abdomen and later died in surgery. The tragic irony, it happened during a scene where his character is shot. Pedro Henrique, a beloved Brazilian guitarist, was in the middle of a lively set in São Paulo in 2023 when he suddenly collapsed. Known for his energy and passion, his fall shocked fans. He was rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead from a heart attack. KK, the renowned Indian playback singer, was performing in Kolkata in 2022 when he complained of discomfort but kept singing. Minutes later, he collapsed backstage. Despite emergency care, he was declared dead from cardiac arrest, devastating millions of fans across India. Zultan, a Hungarian musician, died while performing during a Swedish TV show. He collapsed mid-recording from a heart attack. The suspicious circumstances led to speculation in the media, but nothing was ever confirmed beyond natural causes. Barbara Weldens, a rising French singer, was barefoot on stage at a festival in 2017 when she accidentally stepped on faulty equipment. The resulting electric shock killed her instantly, cutting short a promising career just as it was taking off. Papa Wemba, a Congolese music legend, collapsed mid-performance in Ivory Coast in 2016. Known for blending African rhythms with global sounds, his sudden death in front of thousands stunned not just the crowd, but the entire African music community. Owen Hart, a beloved WWE wrestler, was supposed to descend from the rafters in a stunt during a 1999 pay-per-view event. But something went horribly wrong. He fell 78 feet into the ring. Though the cameras cut away, the stunned audience witnessed the tragic aftermath of a stunt gone fatally wrong. Karl Wallenda, the legendary tightrope walker, attempted one of his most daring walks between two towers in Puerto Rico in 1978. High winds threw him off balance, and he fell to his death in front of horrified onlookers. He was 73, still living dangerously. Irma Bule, an Indonesian pop singer, was famous for using cobras in her performances. In 2016, one of her snakes bit her mid-show. Believing she was immune, she kept performing until she collapsed and later died from the venom. Her tragic end was a haunting reminder of the risks she took for her act. Don Branchot, an experienced SeaWorld trainer, was dragged underwater by an orca during a routine interaction in 2010. The horrifying moment unfolded in front of an audience and sparked global outrage over animal captivity and safety regulations in marine parks. Brandon Lee, though already mentioned, fits here too. His death during the filming of a high-risk action scene in The Crow highlights how even carefully choreographed danger can turn deadly. A fatal mistake with a prop gun took his life and changed Hollywood safety standards forever. Silver King, a Mexican wrestler and actor, collapsed in the ring during a match in London in 2019. At first, spectators thought it was part of the performance, but he remained motionless. Medical staff couldn't revive him. He died where he had spent most of his life, in the ring. Mitsuharu Misawa, a legend in Japanese pro wrestling, took a routine suplex during a 2009 match and never got back up. The move caused a spinal injury, and despite frantic CPR attempts, he was later pronounced dead. The crowd watched in stunned silence as a hero fell. Nick Menza, the former drummer of Megadeth, was performing with his new band in 2016 when he suddenly collapsed mid-set. Fans thought he had tripped or dropped something, but the reality was far worse. He had suffered fatal heart failure on stage. Goodbye to Gravity, a Romanian metal band, were launching their new album at a packed nightclub in 2015. Pyrotechnics ignited the venue's foam ceiling, starting a massive fire. 4 band members died, along with dozens of fans. The tragedy sparked national outrage over safety violations. Costa Titch, a rising South African rapper, collapsed twice during his set at the Ultra Music Festival in 2023. The second fall proved fatal. Rumors circulated about the cause, possibly a seizure, but no official explanation has been confirmed. His death stunned fans across the continent. Red Fox, the legendary comedian best known for Sanford and Son, collapsed while rehearsing a new TV show in 1991. Known for pretending to have heart attacks as part of his act, no one believed it was real until it was too late. He died of a massive heart attack. Lillian Harden Armstrong, jazz pianist and Louis Armstrong's former wife, was performing at a memorial concert in 1971 when she suddenly collapsed at the piano. The emotional weight of the tribute may have taken its toll. She died on the way to the hospital, doing what she loved most, playing music. Juan Carlos Formel, a renowned Cuban musician, suffered a heart attack while performing in the Bronx in 2023. At 59, he was still actively sharing his art with live audiences. His death mid-performance was another quiet reminder of how fragile those moments really are. Bruce Lee, although not on stage, died while working on a film in 1973 at just 32. The official cause was brain swelling, but decades later, fans still debate what really happened. His sudden passing while deep in his craft left a hole in the world of martial arts and cinema. For these artists, the stage wasn't just a place of work. It was their world, and tragically, it became the last place they'd ever stand. Whether taken by freak accidents, health crises, or darker forces, each of their stories is a chilling reminder. In live performance, anything can happen. And sometimes, the final curtain falls when no one expects it.